this is everything I spent on my first Ironman triathlon vacation. So first up is the entry fee, which is $560, which includes the race, the USAT triathlon membership fee, and I also got photos of the finish line. And next up is accommodation. I paid $900 for 4 nights at the place that we're staying at now in Panama City, and I also paid for 1 hotel on the way down, which was $115. And next up is gas. I paid $160 for fuel down to Florida and back up to Illinois. And the next couple items technically should be expensed over the course of a couple triathlons, but since this is my first one, I'm gonna include them all now. First up is my bike. I paid $2,500 for my bike. I was using my dad's old bike for a while, but I wanted a bit of a nicer bike. $2,500 is kind of crazy. I get that, but I've gotten really into this sport. And then next, I paid $190 for my wetsuit, which I wasn't able to wear at this race because the swim was canceled. So hopefully I'll be able to use that in the next race. And then $130 for my tri-suit, and then $120 for my bike helmet, and then $140 for my bike shoes, and $300 for 2 pairs of running shoes. One that I used in pretty much all of my training for 9 months, and then the second I used towards the end of the training and used on race day. And then I paid $200 for a tune-up and waxing the day before race day. I know that's probably a bit over expensive because I waited until the last day. And then the next category is accessories like my sunglasses, race belt, goggles, socks, my swim cap, and then my bike repair bag and other repair stuff, which comes out to $200. And then for nutrition, like gels and electrolytes for all of my training and on race day, I spent around $400. That stuff isn't cheap. And then for meals, I'm estimating what I spent over what I normally would have spent over 5 days of traveling and being here in Panama City Beach, and that comes out to $300. The final grand total comes out to $6,215 for my 4-day triathlon vacation, which, if you've seen my previous content, I spent about the same for a 3-month European backpacking trip. So just note that if you want to get into the sport of triathlon, it's really expensive.